and welcome to Scottish Car Enthusiasts and Trains TV, and in this video we're at Rustival, and this is part one of a traumatic walkaround of the Rustival car show. So just before we start, I'm not going to film every car that's here today. I'm just going to film cars that sort of pique my interest. I would have said if Joseph Lloyd had been here today, he would have had every car filmed apart from diesels. But unfortunately Joseph can't make it today, so as I said, I'm just going to film cars that take my interest. So I'm going to kick off with this little Honda here. Little Honda S660. And then we have a Mazda 323, and a Volvo 480. Then we have a Citroen, I think this is a Diane. Could this be a Lomax maybe? Volvo P6 police car. A Citroen Visa. A Volvo 240 GLT. A Citroen GS service van. A TVR Chimera. Then a Ford Cortina GXL. Little Renault Twingo. Looking cool in the 3-spoke alloys there. Then a little Renault 5. And the first of many Morris Minors. Toyota Starlet and a Rover 75. A Ford Consul. I'm not sure if this is an FSO, it says Polonaise on the back. Then we have a Wartburg on the ATL number plate. Skoda Stelle. I think I follow this guy on Instagram. I think it's under Instagram name of Stelle120. So this is a Citroen ZX Avantage diesel. Then we have a Toyota Serra. And another Wartburg on an ATL number plate. Then we've got a Rover 800 Vitesse and a British Racing Green 75. I've got to say the 75 in British Racing Green looks fantastic, but then again I am biased because I had a British Racing Green 75. Then we've got an MG ZT 1.8 turbo. Before moving on to the sort of hubnut stand, so we've got Cecily the C5 that Ian Seabrook used to have. We've got this little Austin 7. And then we do have Betty, Ian's Ford Fairmont AU. So this is Ian's Ford Fairmont, which he imported from New Zealand back in about 21 maybe. It was I first seen this car at the Hubnut Social up at the Motorist in Yorkshire. And then we have Miss Hubnut's Daihatsu Charade Shemi. We then have Chris James's Nissan Primera P10. Before moving on to the Furious Driving cars, so this is Matt's Yunus Roadster. Before moving on to his Alfa Romeo 145 T-Spark. We then have his little Mini Cooper on a Y plate. See if I can get his next car in the photo frame. It's his Volvo 240. Correction, 740 GL. Not 240, 740. We've got a Dacia 4-wheel drive double cab. A little Austin Mini Clubman Estate, but powered by a Nissan twin cam 16 valve. Toyota Corolla. Toyota Caribou. This is basically like a Toyota Corolla. Ford Focus Mark 2.5 from Gentle's Garage. I used to have a Ford Focus just like this, in this colour. Then we have a Ford Focus Millennium Edition. An MGB GT and a Rover SD1. Maserati. And a couple of Morris Travellers. Couple little Fiats here, a Fiat Seicento and a Fiat Panda. A Land Rover. I don't know what series this is, I'm not a Land Rover expert. Citroen C6. Citroen here. I think this is a GSA. It's a GSA. Another Citroen. A Ford Probe. This was meant to have been the 90s Capri, based on a Mazda MX-6 and built in Michigan. It apparently wasn't the success it was meant to be, but it's great to see a Ford Probe here. Highlander for a hefty bit of kit. A winch on it. I can imagine this would be quite good off-road. A little MG. I'm going to say this is a midget. It is a midget. And we can't have a hub nut meat without a Citroen Berlingo. And again, you can't have a meet without a Rover 200, because this is sort of Rover sort of territory, this area. Another little 75. I still think these are great looking cars, and I wish if mine wasn't costing too much to run, I would have kept it. Was one of these itches I had to scratch back a couple of years ago to have a 75. A little Metro 1.1C. My granddad had a Metro 1.1C in Henley Blue on a J plate as well. I'm not sure if the rear wiper was an actual option on these cars. I'm sure my granddad just had a blanking plate. What appears to be an amphibious vehicle. And a first generation Honda HR-V. Daihatsu Mira. Or Daihatsu Curio TRX Avanzanto R4. A Citroen 2CV van. And a Vauxhall Cavalier GLS. Proudly displaying fellow Scottish YouTuber once driven, forever smitten stickers up the side. If you're a fan of old school Vauxhalls, then check out Doogie's channel. An LDV convoy. Oh, go check out this Renault coming in now. It's a Renault Velsatis. Oh yes. Riley. And a Volvo with some lovely patina. Now, I'm not a fan of modern Ferraris, but this is a JM on Cars Ferrari. Don't ask me what model it is, because I'm going to have to go and have a look. A Ferrari F12 apparently. Well, it does say on the plate. Then we've got Wrench and Wench's Volkswagen Scirocco. And I have a funny feeling that this Audi as well is also hers. Then we have Whiteland's Restorations Volvo 240 Monica, looking quite mean with headlights.
That's a really early one, that was X-Wrench. Yeah.
And the UK Barn Finds 1954 Austin A30. Again with some lovely patina on it. This car will be telling a story. John Coupland's Rover 75. And we have Cambrian Classics MG. I think this is a B, isn't it? Or it could be a C. Oh. And a little mini sidewalk.
Sorry, have you no idea of your...
And we're going to finish this part with this is it a Panhard coming in? if it's going to come in. No, it's a Sport Prince. It is. Anyhow, I'd just like to thank you for watching part 1 of our traumatic walk around at the Rustival car show down at Gaydon at the British Motor Museum. We'll be back in part 2 very soon.